Good morning from the White House as we now feature a tripod that won't blow over in the slightest wind. As President Trump was meeting here with French President Macron Monday, the third anniversary of the war in Ukraine, up at the United Nations, the U.S. was voting with Russia and North Korea, among others, against a General Assembly resolution blaming Russia for the war and demanding Russia withdraw from recognized Ukraine territory. The resolution passed overwhelmingly in the General Assembly, but has no binding force on anything. What we got here was a consensus the war in Ukraine could be over soon. However, between Trump and Macron, there's a very different vibe, or as the French say, sentiment. Trump feels the war could end in weeks, and he hopes President Zelensky might come to the White House here to sign an agreement soon. He's pressing Ukraine to give up as much as half of its minerals, rare rights to rare earth minerals, and important in new and future technologies as part of ending the war. Macron, on the other hand, wants Europe to be part of any peacekeeping force in Ukraine, with the United States sort of backing as assurance that any deal Trump works out with Vladimir Putin will not give the latter a hope for eventually taking all of Ukraine. I cannot stress it enough, Trump's U.S. is on a very different plane than Macron's Europe, as some European leaders met with Zelensky yesterday, offering support during a virtual G7 meeting. Trump wants Russia, by the way, back in that group. The Eiffel Tower last night was lit up in blue and gold, the colors of the Ukrainian flag. Oh, we didn't mean it. Not long after Trump's news conference with Macron, where he called Elon Musk's message that all federal workers should put down 5 things they did last week to justify their jobs ingenious, and refusal would be tantamount to resignation, the very same Office of Personnel Management sent out a bit of clarification that doing so was not mandatory. That obvious schism came after several strong Trump loyalists who head agencies advised their workers not to send in what Musk was demanding anyway. Anyone who did was also alerted that use of AI technology could determine if their jobs were really vital. Another great day to be a federal worker. Meanwhile, up on Capitol Hill, House Republicans are looking to start voting today on their one big, beautiful bill for implementing major Trump agenda items. They would cover border security, energy production, fossil fuel energy production, and extending the Trump tax cuts while expanding the idea of no taxes on Social Security benefits, overtime, and tips. In the tax matters really could be causing problems for the GOP as they have in the Senate. Extending and expanding tax cuts could add trillions of dollars to the national debt on top of the deficits that are built into the current spending patterns. And the GOP majority is so slim, 1 seat. Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffries has sent a letter to all of his conference to make sure they show up to vote today. Here at the White House, President Trump only has one thing on his schedule, signing executive orders this afternoon. With ear on the White House, I'm Bob Costantini.